Are you a recruiter that's just terrified of getting screwed by candidates and clients? Check out this video right now. So let's talk about building trust and caution in recruiting. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you've not seen this channel before, that's right. It's all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. So let's get to it. Okay, fun. Obviously, I'm having a good morning. All right, well, I have to say, I first didn't want to do this video. And because I am one of probably the few recruiters that trust first, you screw me, then I hate you, right? But I always go into pretty much any relationship, even as the CEO, I hire and I trust first. Has it screwed me? Yes, it has. But have I made more money trusting? Yes. So the fear doesn't really control me. No fear should control you as well. So how do you build trust? What to be cautioned for? Here we go. And by the way, thanks for the comments. Comments, questions, all of those things. So if you are liking what you're hearing, please give me that thumbs up, but ask the questions because again, I told you I wasn't going to do this video, but we got so many questions around this. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to do this video. So unfortunately, I've been hearing that clients are not paying. So what do you do? This one really shocked me because knock on wood, I have not had that problem. Now, have I had to do something because they weren't? Yes. Okay. So here's when you're going to dig. You got to follow up. Now, I will tell you something that I don't do well is following up on payments. Okay. I don't. I have hated this from when I was younger. I would always get, like, if I ever owed someone money and someone had to ask me for it because I forgot somehow, it would destroy me. Like, I hate forgetting to pay someone because I know it is so uncomfortable asking someone for your money. So anyone, by the way, that does not feel uncomfortable doing that, more power to you because I have struggled with this forever. So even if a client owes me $25,000 to $150,000, right? Like, hey, I did a really great job for you. Remember me? Oh, hey, yes, 11 paid me. It's been 30 days later. You know, like for some reason, instead of being angry about it, I feel like insecure and weird. But no, they owe me money. I did a great job. They owe me money, right? Okay, so you're following up with them. It has to be often, and you have to make sure you're following up with the right person because what happens a lot is you'll be following up and maybe that person was on vacation. You didn't know. Maybe that person's no longer there. Maybe the person's just not in charge of that function. So you're definitely going to follow up with the person who is. You're going to ask, hey, so-and-so, I haven't been paid. It's been, and you always state how long past due they are because that makes things a little more serious, right? Hey, it's been 2 weeks. I was owed X amount of money, or here's the invoice. You always want to attach the invoice again, over and over again. It doesn't matter if you have software that shows they've opened your invoices. As far as you're concerned, they've never opened it, right? Okay, so always attach it and you'd be like, hey, it's been 2 weeks. I haven't gotten this paid. Let me know, like, when can I expect this? It's not let me know the problem. It's when am I getting paid? Like, when should I expect it so I can stop bothering you, basically? That's your intention with these emails. You're going to keep following up. Now, if they're full blown not getting back to you, and it's been 3 messages, and it's been, I would say, 3 weeks, so like a message a week, okay, you're going to involve other people in this. You're going to involve other decision makers, and you're going to go all the way to the top because that's important. Still not getting paid. Okay, well, your last email is, hey, look, I hate to be a pest. I do like to say that. I don't know. It's my thing. But I hate to be a pest, but I haven't gotten paid. It's now been this late. I've reached out to this person, this person, this person. No response. I'm feeling a little uneasy about this. We had a really great relationship and I did XYZ for you. So all of those things, you're really making them feel bad in that message. And said, I'm just letting you know that at this point, I feel like I have to go to my attorney. I will be doing that tomorrow at 4 p.m. So let's just say you sent it in the morning. I'll be doing that tomorrow at 4 p.m. I already have an appointment. I would love to cancel that appointment. So please let me know if, what you want to do, because once it goes to the attorney, it's out of my hands and it's going to cost you significantly more money. Done. Now you're probably thinking, Brianna, I don't want to go to an attorney. I don't even have a lawyer. What are you talking about? No. This is your bluff email. Okay. I have been very lucky, knock on wood somewhere. I had never needed any kind of lawyer. I never used a lawyer until 12 years in the techies. And the only reason why I did that is because I was selling techies. And you better bet your ass I needed a lawyer for that. Okay. And I hated every second of it. But what I have done is I have sent a demand letter. Where did I get that? You can pay to get a demand letter for like $100. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly how much mine cost. So there's Business in a Box, and there's also these other little, like LegalZoom can give you demand letters. So be resourceful. Don't just all of a sudden now go, have a $5,000 bill and then here's your demand letter. You still didn't get paid because that sucks. So spend $100 on it. You get to, remember, you are a business owner, you are a thinker, you know how to do these things, act as if, okay? What would Legally Blonde do? Watch that movie over. But so you have your demand letter and just come on. Like it's really simple, right? Send it to them now. Like, let's just say they never get back to you. Hey, so bummed that it had to come to this. Here's my demand letter, blah, blah, blah. Oof. Attorney route, okay? Hopefully that's as far as you go. Again, knock on wood, I've done this for 14 years and I've never had to get a lawyer involved in actually paying me. So please do the right thing. But now my question is, if this happens to you more than once or twice in multiple years, I'm going to now ask you why. What clients? Who are your clients? Like, why is this happening? Did they not sign your fee agreement? Like there has to be some other reason why you've just landed shitty clients, because that tends to not be a coincidence. So I really encourage you to dig a little bit deeper. I am available for coaching if you want. We can put that link in the comments below if you have more questions on that. But also don't forget, I've got other videos on how to fire clients. So maybe they're one of those clients in that long ass video. So there's that. So sorry. Now let's move forward. I've had a lot of people worry that they don't want the candidate to apply on their own. So this is something that I haven't thought about until when I first got into recruiting, which again, like 14 years ago. So I worked at a company and it was very like, don't ever tell your candidates what clients you have. It's going to get out. They're going to apply themselves. They're going to send this list to another recruiter, and then that recruiter is going to go work with all of our clients. It was like this conspiracy theory of hell. You couldn't do anything. So I feel that I make the most money from being transparent. So I do that in even being a CEO, I'm very transparent. I believe in that because to me, it saves a lot of time, but it also shows that I trust you. And the reason why I trust you is because I know my shit and no one takes advantage of me. So showing that you trust actually shows that you're confident. So if a candidate goes and applies to one of your clients and doesn't tell you, or just does it all willy-nilly because they didn't know, you can fix that. Have you been itching to start your own recruiting agency? Are you a badass biller and tired of giving the agency owner your money and you want to keep it? I would too. And I did, which is why I've started my Millionaire Recruiter program in order to help people like you that have the drive, the know-how, but perhaps need a push. You need to be uncomfortable. You need to have a more efficient tools and techniques with biz dev, with your value prop, with the why your company. You need to have fee agreements and decks and websites and just clout. You need that help? I'm here for you. And the program is absolutely amazing. If you want to learn more, want to see if this is finally your ticket to success, click down here below and let's chat. So, and I have fixed that. So if I have a client that I have a good relationship with, and I find out that this guy, Scott, applied to the position without me, I just go, hey, so-and-so, I saw that Scott Jones just applied for the position. He didn't realize that I was doing it for him. Here's the thread below. I represent him. Done. Again, knock on wood, I guess, is they've never come back and said, sorry, Brianna, he applied. No, remember, these are relationships. You are not a transactional recruiter. You can save that. Just like you can save, hey, you're going to send Scott at 10 o'clock after you talk to him, but some other recruiter spammed his resume at 8 a.m. You can save that because God's now going to give you representation because you do you. And you send that to your client and you are honest and transparent. So that's great. I wouldn't be too concerned. We even had someone say that they were afraid that because the company took over scheduling interviews, that they were going to somehow take that candidate from them and they weren't going to get paid. I guess I'm kind of blown by that thought process because has that happened before? Like, that's what a fee agreement's for. Here's what's really important. I'm not going to go into fee agreements. That's its own separate thing and definitely a service we have in our Millionaire Recruiter program. So I'll save that for them. But in the fee agreement, at the end, I like to say something along the lines of, this is valid with or without your signature. Because if I sent it to you and then I sent you resumes, you pay for that. Like we already understand each other because via email, that's technically a contract. That's like a written contract because they knew that what I'm sending to them is not free. It costs something, right? And I got to tell you, you can slap me all you want on this one, but a lot of my cash cows, they didn't sign fee agreements. One of my largest client, I realized I did not have a fee agreement for because we have a relationship. And you're thinking, how can you have a handshake deal these days? Yeah, it's kind of scary, right? And it's not best practice by any means. It's not best practice. But I knew that if I could make myself invaluable to them, our relationship, they need me. They're not going to screw me. Think about it. If you're giving them good results, why would they not want to pay you for it? You know, you're going to think, well, there's a lot of shady people out there. They just might. Yeah, they might. And yeah, I'll learn from it. Here's the thing. My fee agreement has morphed throughout the years because there has been shitty clients I've had to deal with. And there has been, I have to watch myself with. And and that pisses me off every single time. If ever you have that outlier, that exception to the rule, that shady ass, horrible individual, when you have to change rules for them and put those things in your fee agreement, I mean, it is what it is, but it was a lesson learned, and it's like, hey, those are the exceptions. Those are not the rules. So how are you building trust? Again, you're building it because you trust first and you want to think that there's good people. Now, you're walking down the street in downtown LA, scary, right? And you're passing this really crazy looking people and you're like, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. Yeah, you got to keep your eyes open, right? I'm not telling you to no, everything's just going to be fine. Just walk down the street or just send your resumes all willy-nilly, no fee agreements. No. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying keep your eyes open, but develop relationships and rapport. And you don't have to think that anyone's trying to screw you because you're doing a great job. Now, the way I like to combat the candidate applying themselves is to also make me the authority. I am their pass. I am the bouncer, okay? To the front of the line, the VIP pass, great. So when I'm sending, let's just say Tinder over to candidates, I'm going to say, hey, assuming you're interested in Tinder, or if you're interested in Tinder, let me know. I'll set up a call with the hiring manager. Now, we all know in recruiting, there's a little more that goes to that, right? I got to get the resume. I got to talk to the person. I got to make sure they're right. I then have to send over the resume to the hiring manager. The hiring manager has to say yes. However, because I know the hiring manager so well, I know the role so well, based on paper, that candidate is great for the role. That's why, because I'm an intentional sourcer, that's why I know they're going to want to talk to the candidate. So then the candidate knows, oh, okay, Brianna, I send the resume to Brianna. I don't need to send my resume to a black hole of death, which is via applying. No, you shouldn't have to do that. But so that's just that simple line, not to say hey, shady candidate, I'm not sending you Tinder. I don't believe you're, don't send your resume to Tinder. I'm just simply letting them know what I can do. So think of it like this. Let's dissect it for a second. You can say, hey, candidate, if you're interested in Tinder, don't apply. I'm going to send your resume. Okay? Hey, candidate, if you're interested in Tinder, send me your resume and I'll send it directly to the hiring manager so I can set up a call for you. One sounds a whole hell of a lot easier, right? And it sounds less confrontational. It sounds very friendly. I'm already developing that relationship. So that's how that works. Plain, simple, send your stuff out. Because the fear of getting scammed or taken advantage of, because it's so slim, when you have fear, you're not doing great work. You're not seeing clearly. You're not operating in a positive mindset. If you're not operating in a positive mindset, you watch lots of my videos that shows how powerful mindset actually is. So do not live in fear, live in trust, and go get it. Now, because we get asked these very similar questions quite often, feel free, what did I miss? We tried to collect them, tried to put them in kind of like a little bucket, and those were the main 3 buckets that I feel like you guys are all fearful of. So send them my way. And I will also tell you that don't be scared to get recommendations because someone's gonna steal your clients. Yes, my old boss did not want us getting recommendations from clients because they thought that recruiters were gonna go on our LinkedIn and now contact our clients. Guess what? Here's the mindset you have to have with that. No one is your competition. Essentially, everyone in the universe, of the recruiting universe, could work with Facebook. Sorry, Meta. And yet, not everyone can make a placement with them, right? So be confident in that you know what you're doing. You're a great sourcer. You know how to close candidates, and it does not matter. No one's taking food off your table if people know who your clients are, because guess what? They still have to get in, they still have to build a relationship, and they still have to find the right people for them. It's your job, so go get it. All right, y'all. So if you like this, if it helped you, especially if you were some of the ones that have asked these questions, please put them below. Let me know. It helps, especially if there are videos that I was not going to do. I'm giving it for you. Okay, so don't forget that, I do this every Thursday at noon, so I like to see you there. I also love to see you in my Ask Me Anythings. If you are starting your own if you're starting your own agency, I would love to see you in the Ask Me Anythings. It's been really fun. It's been really helpful, I think, for a lot of people. Definitely go do that. Inquire if you're ready and you're saying, Brianna, all right, take me to the promised land. I got my agency, and I know you know how to build an agency, because I do. You want to start the Millionaire Recruiter program? That link will also be down below. Your journey is your journey. I'm here to just make it easier for you. All right, I'll see you Thursday. And don't forget that money is just a vessel to do all the amazing things you want to go do in life. Go live it. See you then. You know you want to check out the program. You ready? You're ready.